Hi everybody, I'm back for a quick little video. I have something new to share with everyone, and just in time for the Etsy Thanksgiving Cyber Sale. What we have here are the newly designed Peke Dori designs, month on 2 pages. Now you can see a wide variety of sizes here. This is we have them in micro size, passport size, pocket size, A6, personal, B6, here's my favorite size, the B6 Slim, and I do love the standard Midori as well, or what we call the TN regular, or TNR. So, we have a new design, but I want to show you what our old design was. This is my personal one from September of last year through December of this year, and I've used it every month. And what you can see is we have the month on 2 pages, and then it goes consecutively. There's October, there's November, December, January, all the way through the end of the year. And then we used to have 2 pages of lines for notes. Some people only like a monthly calendar, but sometimes this just isn't enough space, especially in these teeny sizes, like in the micro or in the passport size, seeing that they're the smallest size. So I've used that this entire almost year and a half, and I've loved it. But what we have done that is different, and I will show you in this, the B6 Slim, because it's a little bit larger, or actually no, let me show you in the B6. Because I know this is a very, very, very popular size, and I will zoom in so you can see this after I'm editing this. So this is the very first one that I printed, so it does have a few typos that I have since corrected. You'll see that all of them now say monthly calendar, January to December of 2019, and it always says the size at the bottom of the page. This one says B6. This is wrong. But here we are in the B6. So the first thing you noticed is there were 2 full pages of dot grid. And the paper is the Strathmore writing paper. It is 25% cotton, and it is like a natural white. So each ream of paper has a slightly different coloring because it's a natural white. So it will look yellow when compared with white paper. It will have a little bit of a yellow effect. Like, here's white Tomoe River paper. White Tomoe River, this is the natural white. Or here's like white paper. So it has a slight yellow color. Then you'll see we have the month. Here's January of 2019. And there's lines and then some note space. But before each month, there are 2 pages of dot grid. So there's February, 2 March, 2, here we are, April, 2 pages of dot grid, May, 2 pages of dot grid, June, 2 pages of dot grid, July, 2 pages of dot grid, August, 2 pages of dot grid, September. Now here's something to take note of, and I know some people don't like it, but it's something that I do. You'll see the 29th is on a Sunday and the 30th is on a Monday. Instead of having an extra row that's blank, I put lines here so you can use it on all of the months for making notes about certain days or tracking bills. But then I put the last day of the month up in the top right-hand corner. I know some people don't like that, but the reason I do that is to make sure that the maximum, you can get the maximum size of square, especially when you order a, here I'll open up to September. When you order the micro, remember the micro is only 3 by 4. It's a tiny little insert. So that means these squares are even tinier. You can almost fit 2 of them in one of these. So that's why, let's go back to September. You will see the 30th up here instead of, you know, somewhere else. But this is the new design that all of our monthly calendars now come in, that have this as the listing. So this is the B6 Slim, 2 pages of dot grid. There's January, 2 pages of dot grid. But one thing that's also very unique is, so you have 2 pages of dot grid before every month. So here's 2 pages of dot grid, and here's December of next year. And again, you can see Monday and Tuesday of that year are the 30th and 31st, so they end up here. But following the month, you'll see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of dot grid at the end of the insert. And then you have, of course, with a page with our logo. And if the color of our cover is light enough to print the logo, you will have our logo printed on it. The only ones we can't do that on is black because it won't show. So let's take a look at a few of these inserts inside of a traveler's notebook. So here's basically the thing that started it all for me with traveler's notebooks, is the Midori Passport. My first traveler's notebook was a Midori, and this isn't, it says traveler's notebook, but my brown Midori. And this is the size that I still, to this day, use. Like, this is my wallet everyday carry. Beautiful Lady Falcon Traveler. And I come back pretty regularly to my Midoris, and this was just one of the ones from the Narita airport. So you can see how our inserts fit inside of the thing that started it all. So here is the Midori Passport. Here it is with our insert. And it fits perfectly. Our passports are 3.5 by 5. Well, 4.9 is actually the original size, but ours are, we go by 5. So there's the passport. Here is personal Chic Sparrow. That's B6 Slim, that's B6, that's Pocket, A6. Here's our personal insert. The Chic Sparrow, the old Chic Sparrow personal, is a little bit smaller than most modern day personals. And mine has 2 secretarial pockets. Here's one of those Faroof style. It's not an original, it's a copy. It's got I think a better zipper actually. But here is the personal, and so you can see how that fits inside of a Chic Sparrow. Now Chic Sparrows are cut quite wide, so you can fit a lot of inserts. So there's the passport, there's the personal, and this is the thing that really started it all for me on YouTube. One Book July back in 2015, 2016, one of those years, I got this, and I've kept it. Even though I might not use it, it's kind of, it started everything here on YouTube for me. So there's that. Here's an A6. This is one by Monique at Lady Falcon Traveler, and I think this color is called Espresso. This one right here is the Coffee Latte, and this one, because it has a little bit more whitey, creamier in it, and this one has the darker hue, so I think this is the one she calls the Espresso. But I could be wrong. And it has a pen loop. And this is actually the only A6 I have. I've sold all of the others that I have. And Monique makes hers kind of like Midori, like just the right size. So there you go. These are 4 by 6, and it's a great, great, great. It's a great size. A lot of people love this because it gives them the functionality of a pocket, but just a little bit more room. And I can see why everyone loves that size. So there's the I don't have a pen in there, A6 Personal Passport. Now here's another Monique. I happen to have my Moniques out, my Monique Love. So here is our B6. And this one is a little bit fancier. It has all the bells and whistles of the executive model. And let's show you. See, and there's enough room for a pen in here on a dashboard or something. So there's the B6. And I've got one more here to show you. See if you can see how they look in there. One more. I don't have a pocket notebook handy. The husband likes those, and so he decides to take them. So here is my Traveler's Notebook Camel, the one they re-released a few years ago. I got it when they came out. Here is a grid notebook with a Faroof style zipper pouch. Again, I still think these have a better zipper than the original Midori ones. But here is standard insert. And so you can see what that looks like inside of a Midori. See, with it opened up. There's July. Think warm summer fun, even though it's late November now. And this is just like all of the others. You have 2 pages of dot grid before each month. And then after December, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the title or the logo page at the back, which you can still use for notes. Okay, so these are all live on our Etsy shop right now. And we are taking part in the cyber sale that they are having on Etsy. So if you enter the code, I will link all that information down here, but it's Etsy Cyber 2018. If you link that code, you can get 25% off anything and everything in the shop. We always ship via the United States Postal Service and their priority mail. So, you know, there's insurance if it gets lost, damaged, or stolen. And we also replace items if that happens. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below and I will answer them as soon as I can. And, you know, go run over and, you know, take a look at what we have to offer. We still offer our, we have some digitals. We have some of our older designs where it's like undated monthly with weeklies and some dailies. And we also have grid, dot grid, blank inserts as well. And you can get a wide variety of colors for the cover of your insert. I just chose this beautiful dark gray because it goes with everything well. Okay, if you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.